got awkward. Keep going, keep going, keep going! Rodney!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck. My name is Rodney Pump, and I'm here to save the pictures. Now, you might be asking, what's wrong with the films these days? I'll tell you what's wrong with the films. I stopped making them. But now, I'm back. I ain't slack. I'm Moses. I'm on crack. You know the last project I worked on? I'll tell you the last project I worked on. I worked on a series of remakes of harrowing films, but for children. Why should they miss out? I started off light. I did. I started off light with Tim Burton's Art Attacks. You know, it teaches kids to be creative. It's fun. Then I made Nosferatu Mouse. It's a mouse. He's a vampire. It's spooky. It's cute. It's fun. Then J.G. Ballard's Crash Bandicoot. About a bandicoot that can only fuck when he's crashed into a box of apples. It's depraved. It's disgusting. It's fun. I made Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse Famous 5. I made The Shrexorcist. I made The Shrexorcist 2. I made The Shrexorcist 3. I made The Shrexorcist of Emily Rose. And, of course, Requiem for a Dream. But that was all in the past. That was about 20 years ago. I tell you, back then, I knew all the greats. I knew Christopher Walken before he was an actor. It's true. I knew him, back then, he was a Nancy Sinatra-obsessed cobbler. I said, Chrissy, that's a nice pair of shoes you're wearing. Why didn't you give them to me? You just make yourself a new pair. He said something incredible to me. He looked me in the eyes. He said something I've never told anyone else. I'm going to tell you tonight. Why? Because you're my wife. That's why we never talk anymore. I said, give me those shoes. He said, Rodney, no. I can't. I give you my shoes. For you see, they were not made by my fair hand. I said, what do you mean? He said, you know what I mean. I said, say the words. He said, these boots were made for walking. What a guy. What a guy. He's a communist. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I knew all the greats. I knew Robert De Niro from Taxi Driver. I knew Leonardo DiCaprio from The Revenant. I knew Sonia from EastEnders. I tell you, but going to the films these days for me, that's quite an experience. I went to see that new M Night Shyamalan film called Split. Heard about it? Yeah. Well, I got there. I sat down. I watched the first half hour. Then the screen went black, all the lights came up, and the entire cinema was evacuated. And I thought, what a twist. I did not see that come. M. Night still got it! Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we're taking tonight's lecture very seriously. And the reason is because of a communist insurrection coming from you. Just you. This is Bolshevik insubordination from my own wife. Well, we've got ways of dealing with you. We're going to test if this man's a communist. You guys ready for that? Yeah. Are you now, or have you ever been, a member of the Communist Party? No. Fuck, that usually works. Right, we got other ways. Fucking gets ya. Right. Do you recognize any of these famous communists? You know that one? What about that one? What about that one? What about that one? What about that one? A communist, ladies and gentlemen! You know what we do to communists around here? You know what this is? You know what this is?
It's like a large salad tomato.
It's a tomato. It's a nice fresh tomato. It's not rotten. Filmmakers hate rotten tomatoes. You're fucking better than that! Come on! You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give it to you. Literally, there you go. Eat that, it's full of thiamine and magnesium. It will make you grow up big and strong. Maybe you'll believe in the capitalist dream once more. Our communist, ladies and gentlemen, he's a traitor, but damn it, he's a good sport. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I go, I want to tell you something that Robert De Niro once said to me. I said, Robert, what is the secret of success? And he looked me dead in the eyes. He said something wonderful. I've never said it to anyone else. I'm going to say it to you now. Why? Because you're my other wife. Don't let him find out. He said, for the last fucking time, I'm not Robert De Niro. What a guy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.